Holy snap. Okay, hi, welcome everyone. Today is basically we're just gonna be exploring Cookie Mama today, and also want to wish you all a happy early Easter, as is like Easter's Eve, I suppose, if you best put it, if there's even such thing as that. And basically, I think today I had some plans to actually discuss about it, but let's just go ahead and dive right into it, to Cookie Mom. And of course, as we see over here, basically within the Cookie Mama game itself, it has a variety of areas that we can choose from. I think in the beginning they somehow lead you to doing a timestamp or some sort, which over here on the top right corner. And apparently if you click on this top left icon, this is actually, well, it says serve meals you cook to your customers. And if we click over here, this is like the farm area, I suppose, which you can raise the specific chickens, etc. And interestingly enough about the eggs, now that we're coming to the topic of eggs, basically for Easter itself, based on some of the articles that I've recently read about it, and it apparently for Easter itself, it basically there's some interesting origins to it. So apparently the goddess of fertility, whose animal symbol was a bunny, and then they would basically use decorate eggs for Easter, which apparently was dated back in the 13th century, within the 13th century. And basically this was actually way back before I suppose those were like considered the pagan religions in this case. But then afterwards, once I guess the early form of Christianity, or I think more so the Catholicism, kicked in, that's when they basically took a part of the pagan religion, and then somehow created their own in some aspects. But I could be wrong in this case. And then sooner or later, that's how the holiday technically came to be. Some believe that it was in the 14th of the month, and then 16th of the month, a little bit like 14th of the month, and then ends on the 16th of the month, because within the Christian religion, or within the Christian religion, basically they talk about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, in which he was then crucified 3 days in the very beginning, and then after that he rose again on the third day, and therefore creating in this essence, therefore that's what they believe. And within the 13th century itself, I guess, and later on the churches gathered together, and they still had some disagreements, but then later on formed the day on Sunday. Therefore Sunday became the day in which Easter is then celebrated, in this case. And interestingly enough, according to some sources, based on history.com, according to some sources, the Easter Bunny first arrived in America in the 1700s with German immigrants who settled in Pennsylvania and transported their tradition of an egg-laying hare called Osterhase. Their children made nests in which this creature could lay its colored eggs. Eventually, the custom spread across the U.S., and the fabled rabbit's Easter morning deliveries expanded to include chocolate and other types of candies and gifts, while decorated baskets replaced nests. Additionally, children often left out carrots for the bunny in case he got hungry from all his hopping. So in some aspects, what I'm getting at here is also that basically businesses were able to then capitalize onto the holiday itself, hence why not make some profit out of it. So yep, that was only a brief history of the Easter itself, which I find quite interesting with its meaning to it. And let's see. Okay, I guess that's... So apparently, of course, you have to... So they have like a feeding session, I suppose. It's more like the feeding section. And then apparently with the time limit, it almost feels like Farmville, honestly speaking. Welcome Westmoreland. Or Westmoreland. And then apparently you have to use the coins in order to then provide the supplies, so to speak, which I find quite interesting in essence. And I guess it does kind of make sense because you have to purchase the supplies just like any regular farm, so to speak. And of course, apparently they have like a time limit in which you have to care for them, otherwise they get ticked off, as you can see with these like balls of these how should I put it, these disappointment mindset, I suppose, or impatient mindset. And of course you have to feed them with water, etc. And that has been something new that I've been trying to grasp hold of in this case. And apparently you have to feed them wheat and vegetables and do all sorts of cleaning and stuff, which I guess you plump them up in some aspects. Whoa, the heck? Okay, that is quite interesting. This is I think this requires a lot more care than I anticipated. Oh well. And oh my goodness. I guess this is time for cleaning, I suppose, and that's how you level up in the process. And then apparently for each level up, you basically are able to purchase even more of these farmlands, so you can raise up your poultry, so to speak. And man, normally in the like Cooking Mama like NDS type of games, you wouldn't really have to go through such of a hassle to raise up chickens, etc. Rather, you go directly straight to the kitchen so that you can start cooking. So here it is, I guess, now. And apparently for the app itself, even though it's completely free, they still have, apparently if you purchase a recipe, therefore you will be able to skip through the ads. That's what they say. I don't know for certain, so, and I prefer not to, given that it's a free game, so to speak. So I guess now we're making a Swiss roll in this essence. So coverture chocolate, so okay, they have the swivel action that is involved. So this swivel action is actually what we did use back in the culinary arts class, I suppose, because in our school we had, in our charter school we had a class where we would learn how to cook itself, and apparently I wasn't chopping fast enough, so I guess I have to waste like some coins in order to do it. Oh, I see. So it's basically like grinding in itself. So that's quite interesting. And let's continue forward. Okay. So then now there's like the mixing portion apparently. So Huh. Interesting. This is actually something new that I've tried as well. I think at first I wasn't really. I kind of like startled or stumbled across this Pokemon because I think a friend of mine kind of was playing it, and then it was just out of curiosity in the process that I wanted to see what it kind of also looked like, and apparently they have like a certain high expectations involved, so that's gotta be something that I need to fiddle around with. Okay, let's see. So I'll probably have to like get to the outer edges. My goodness. I'm struggling real hard with this as well. Wait a second. Whisk it. Guess I have to like speed it up in some aspects, I suppose. Oh, I also have to pay attention to the timer as well. I didn't see the timer. Apparently there's like a cake timer involved on the top left corner. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense now. Oh my goodness. I wasn't really paying attention to like the top left corner of the screen. So I guess that kind of helps out. Then I guess there's like this interesting web screen part, I suppose. Wonder what the heck am I doing? It feels like I'm just like cementing like some sort of brick or so in the process. Or adding like a layer on the brick so I can create a sturdy foundation, but I guess they have like a different approach to it. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Whoa, how many more are there? Let's see.
Wow, even better than mine.
Oh. Pretty sure there's enough space. What? Nani? What? So confused. Create a tight space? Okay, I think. Oh my goodness, struggle so real. Wait, maybe try to put this away. Chill in the fridge. Okay. Create the right amount of space. Apparently that's not even enough. Huh. What?
It's okay, Mama will help you.
How to solve this?
Now.
Can I just like put everything in the bottom in particular? Oh, okay, that kind of worked out.
Wow, even better than.
Wow, took me that long just to do that? Oh well. What is this? The heck? Oh, you have the sawing effect? Okay. Oh, that's not too bad.
Wow,
I guess I kind of learned some new recipe in the process, so. Oh, apparently you can open up a restaurant as well. Huh? Didn't know that. Kind of reminds me of like Dine and Dash for some reason along the way, so that's actually. Oh, okay. It's like a mixture of like Kitchenville as well, because I remember back in the days in like Facebook, they used to have this specific game called Kitchenville, and then you have this specific restaurant that you have created, and then you have to prepare a certain dish, but then you don't have that preparing the dish effect. Rather, you have the I suppose you already just like one click on the dish, and then from that point you can automatically serve it, just like Dine and Dash in some aspects. Like there's like the automatic kitchen chef that makes the dishes, and then all you have to do is just point directly towards a specific point or a table for the customer to at least finish up their meal, I suppose. And apparently if you finish like 3 in a row within that one, then basically you get to collect like bonus coins that are involved to, I suppose, to purchase the recipes or something like that. So that's something new that I just learned as of right now. So, and what is this? Oh, it's a tile. Oh, okay, so it kind of replaces the tiles. What is that? It's like, oh, the walls, I suppose. And currently, I only have 33 coins. Oh, okay. Huh. And then we get the refrigerator. Oh, wait, you can't place it over here. Interesting. Guess that's about it. Oh. And then you have to do it within next. Let's see. Yeah, apparently this is the only restaurant that serves Swiss rolls out of this whole game. Oh my goodness. So it seems like, wonder, imagine if there's like, you can actually compete with other players. That would be kind of interesting. At the same time, kind of stressful at the same time, so let's see. Pretty sure there's more to it than meets the eye. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. Okay, since we already did the Swiss roll. What? Oh my goodness, ads. OP. Oh my goodness, I have like 21 seconds for this. So, I'm guessing like for everything that we cook, there's gonna be an ad. So I don't know how badly or how it will pan out, honestly, so. Oh, what? What is this? The heck? Almost feels like Tap Tap Revenge or some sort in the process, so. Mama Dojo? What the? Struggle so real. Oh wait, this is the same thing. Oh, they're probably like trying to make it even more tougher with the time limit, I suppose. I don't know. So they want to like grind grinded chocolate, I suppose. And oh no, the mixing. Okay. Have to like quickly circle through. Try to like pay attention to the timer that is on the far left corner of my screen, so. Oh my goodness. I barely made it through, I think. Oh, never mind. Oh well. And apparently for every retry, it comes up with a coin. Oh my goodness. What if I just like use this? Is it more faster in some aspects? Oh snap. Never mind. Oh, that kind of worked out. Oh well. Then apparently I have to smear this paste, I suppose, onto the Swiss. Oh, I see. These are like supposedly the cream, I suppose, the cream for the cake layer. So then when you roll it up, that's when you have like the flavor with it inside. Because I remember like there are times when I would go out to grocery shopping, they will have these Swiss rolls, and sometimes they come in like lemon flavor type of cream, or even like custard type of cream. And basically it will usually, they'll have even like different type of flavors to it, like coffee flavor, etc. And then they have, it's basically, I guess from here, the game's point of view is basically, this is like a layer of cake, and then you have to, or like a sponge cake or some sort, and then you have to like roll it up in order to create multiple layers, and that's why they call it the Swiss roll in the process. So and it kind of reminds me of like the Japanese style of the whatchamacallit. I think they use multiple, they use a lot of eggs for this one, and then basically they kind of fry it up, and then they kind of flip it around into layers or so, as well too. Oh my goodness, this part. It's like I can't put it on top or anything, that's the only issue I have. Oh, that's all I had to do? Oh my goodness. It took me that long to just figure it out like that. Because I didn't realize that it requires that much space on there. And I can't put it on the side of the refrigerator itself. So that kind of like messes me up a lot of times. And normally this is like the proper position for at least chopping your vegetables, etc. Because you want to, the reason why with the fingers or with the hand is kind of like, the fingers are kind of pushed in. I suppose you're kind of like, you're basically, is there to like guard yourself from cutting your fingertips or fingernails. And sometimes people will use like these metal guards to at least when they're chopping, they won't, it just prevents them from getting hurt in the process. And I noticed like when there was one time when I was working in my working in like a restaurant or so, basically they will have like these knife cutting gloves, or basically knife gloves, so that you can prevent yourself from getting cut or so. And they're like in a chainmail form, so to speak. So you have like chainmail gloves that kind of helps out. Is it worth it at the end? What? I guess it's somewhat worth it. I don't know. Interesting mode that they have. What? Papa, Mama gift? What the heck? How to make dish. Oh man, it feels like... Okay. Boy, the stress level is going up already. Let's see. Oh, okay. Onions. Okay, slice it on the sides. Okay. Slice it in the middle. Oh, this is like peeling off the onion layers. Onion skins. Okay. I see. They kind of like... Interestingly enough, normally when it comes to cutting onions, they would just make like slight cuts on the sides first, at least. Oh my goodness, even like getting rid of this onion slice. There we go. Oh my goodness, it took that. Almost took forever just to get rid of it. Okay, so then now we have this pan frying the onions, I suppose. Oh, okay, I see. So they want to like at least pan grill it to the point where it's at least brownish, I suppose. Oh, okay. So they want to like caramelize the onions, I suppose. That makes more sense. I guess I don't recall what they just used, but sometimes they use. Some people prefer to use olive oil when they try to caramelize the onions as well. So, and also you have to pay attention to the timing too, because otherwise you're gonna have like charcoal onions instead. Huh, okay, ground beef. Let me see. Wow. Oh, need it. It's almost like we're making some sort of meatball. Yeah, it just feels like Just Dance in some ways. You have to like go up, go down, and then go to the side crisscross, etc. Let's see. Oh, they are making a meatball. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Wait, am I supposed to keep the structure of it? Oh no, okay. I thought I had to keep the structure of it for that one moment. That was about to like create some sort of concern for some reason, because if they prefer to like create like a rounder shape, then of course it would make it, then basically this would have been a complete fail right off the spot. Because as you can see on the picture itself, like the right hand side, where it's like holding this, the patty, I suppose, is this all flattened up already, so can't really do much. Oh. Oh, okay. So we're making like a hamburger patty, sort of? Oh, interesting. It's like tilting. Oh, flip. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. We're kind of increasing the fire. Huge flame. Flip over as a patty. Oh. This is some pretty high class type of skills. Where normally I never flip it over like this. But I guess you can do it in this game, I guess.
Wow, even better.
Wow, so apparently for every single recipe that is completed, you have to go through all these type of commercials. Oh my goodness. Okay, interesting. Well, yeah, I guess this is like part of the case where when you get into a free game, you end up having to deal with this as well. No. Let's see, what else do they have aside from this, actually? I'm just curious. So they have a recipe shop. Oh, that was where we were at earlier. Apparently, it will just turn off ads once you purchase one set of recipe. Then they have the harvesting market. Oh, okay. Oh. Interesting. So harvesting your own crops. So it's like a mixture of like Farmville and Kitchenville. That's what I'm getting at. Because like in Farmville you get to at least harvest your own crops and etc. And then in Kitchenville you get to serve your dishes and recipes to the customers itself, or the AI customers in this case. So that's something new. That is quite something new. Oh, this is like the watering stage. Interesting. Fertilizer. Okay. What? This is the first time seeing this. golden yellow apples. And what is this? Okay, interesting enough. Oh, I see. Apparently watering is needed. Which is... What is this? Is that supposed to be like some sort of pesticide or some sort? Huh. Okay. What in the world are those? Oh. Oh, I see. What? They're like... What are these actually? Blackworms. Wonder why is it... Why you have to do this multiple times though? That's the weird part. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so this is... I guess this is the main reason why I downloaded, so that you guys can see what it looks like in some aspects, and then you guys can determine whether or not, like, you do enjoy this game or not. Of course, there are already some features that I do enjoy about this game, but of course, at the same time, they want to also profit out of it through free games, and of course, free games are easy enough for people to spend, which leads to a possibility, a higher chance of someone purchasing an item, which is sometimes not necessary. So, and of course, it already led to a bunch of ads, so you have to apparently buy the recipe pack in order to then remove the ads itself. So, yeah. Oh, okay. What in the world? Huh, interesting. I thought you'll be able to, instead of having to tap, I thought you can at least like wind it up, because I remember there was like some fishing app game that they have, and basically you just toss in your fishing rod, or your you toss your fishing rod, and basically or your fishing line, that's what I meant to say. So you toss your fishing line, and then of course once the fish hooks onto the bait, then you basically will be able to like wind it back up or so. But I guess in this case, this is more of like the tap style of fishing, which kind of removes the purpose of it. Oh. What? Okay. Huh. So it's almost like you have to hit the target every single time. apparently you have to hold it in or so, or just like press the button long enough so that you can then hit the target. If you just like one tap it, it's just not gonna do much, or it's just gonna force you to at least like one tap, one long. It forces you to do a one long tap in order for you to like hit the target, so that you can then pull the fish in, so that you can pull the fish back in. So that's I suppose an interesting aspect to it. If I leave this fishing thing, it's gonna make me watch another ad for sure, I can tell. Okay, that's a mediocre one, I suppose. Let's see. What? I didn't even... Okay, there we go. So apparently a fish is supposed to hook in just a bit. So then once you see the exclamation mark, that's when you do it. And... oh, it has to be within the target range when the fish is coming in, so let's say like right about there, I suppose. What? Nani? How? Okay. That's kind of an interesting situation to begin with. Well, I guess they have this landlocked salmon, apparently. And I guess you can catch crawfish and salmon, etc. Those are considered rare, I suppose. Huh, okay, so apparently once you get past certain levels, you can then go to like a higher, a more challenging area, I suppose. So in this case, the sea and boat will be like with the ocean. Then you have the, or this is like more of like the, how should I put it? It's like wild. There's like some TV shows that basically would capture lobsters and so forth in the high seas. So that would probably be like the highest level that you can go to. And then you have the sea riverbank. I guess this is more like the coastal area, so to speak. And then you have the riverside. So it's good that they have a variety of modes that you can do. But I still wish they had that like winding effect, where you can, or make it more realistic, where you're actually catching a fish, so to speak, like a spin rod. Is that, I don't know if that's the best word for that, or if that's even such thing, if there's such thing as that, but yeah. And then of course, and apparently there are fishing. We have the ranch. Ranch is where we raise poultry. There's the happy market. I'm assuming that that's where we purchase the ingredients. There's the fields, where I'm assuming that you can make your own ingredients, or plant your own ingredients. Yeah, it is. Okay. So you get to harvest produce in this case. So instead it's grain. And I suppose that it's gonna require you to use coins, which I guess, like, the more coins that you end up using, the more that you have to rely on having to spend some form of money. Or you can watch ads, which ads itself would take at least 30 seconds of your time, and at the end of the day you probably wasted more than 2 to 3 minutes or so watching a bunch of ads to collect certain items. So I don't know if, so it really depends on your cup of tea, or if you have a lot of time in your hands, then this game is probably for you in this case. Yeah. So keep on fertilizing in this case. What? Funny. Apparently I had to clear out the cobwebs. Huh, that's weird. I've never seen people having to clear out cobwebs, and apparently there's moles. Huh. And what are these? Like beetles or fleas or some sort? I don't know. They had to scrub them off. That sounds kind of ridiculous, but oh well. Okay, we got for 1 coin. Oh, they're gonna make me plant at least another crop of wheat or some sort, so yeah, this does require investment of a lot of time, honestly, if you want to like grind for this game. And of course, I honestly would not recommend like getting stuck in a game for that long, honestly. And if you, and sometimes you might even learn how to cook out of this game, so it's really your choice to see whether or not it fits you. Oh, interesting. So apparently you own the store, and they basically are selling items that you produce. So apparently, I guess this game already provides you with some set of resources, I suppose. Like, it's almost like a tycoon sort of mixed game. Huh? What did these do, man? So I guess that you can. Oh, okay. So you got to level up your cashier, I suppose? I'm not sure. So leveling up your stores increases the rank of the store and employees. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure. So, oh, okay. There's no, like, feels like it's unlimited supplies or some sort. I don't know why. Oh, so it's only at level 4 I can then do so. So what will happen if I just level them up like max or some sort? Let's see, edit. It's like they become more loyal or some sort? I don't know. So let's just like randomly level them up. So it's almost like, feels like more like a promotion type, I don't know, for them. Huh. Or they, oh, it seems like they kind of increased the load of how much they can sell. So that's my understanding of it at the moment. So I guess the further you increase the level, then you get to increase the amount of produce you can sell. Basically, for example, the level 31 is now, originally it was selling only 1 apple, and now it's selling like 4 it has 4 apples in store for you to sell. Whereas the one with the green bell pepper, that's leveled up to 17, so basically now you're able to sell an additional bell pepper. And strangely enough, it looks like you have unlimited resources, or unlimited supply, which is kind of a interesting take to this game, I suppose. So now they can actually sell eggs in this case. So let me just randomly level them up, I suppose. Oh wow, costs that much. Oh, so is this safe to assume that basically the quality of the product becomes more higher? I don't know. Because it seems like for every single star that is increased, it just feels like the quality is a lot more higher, or it could be just a lot more lower. So you can now open the sampling area. Oh, interesting. Where would this sampling area be? Nani? Okay, interesting. We'll just keep on leveling up real quick just to see. Tap if you have customer buy things you harvested from the Happy Village. Tap if you find a VIP. So I'm assuming that like for each person or there's like a customer that you can click on, I suppose. Interesting. Guess we will just increase the level. I want to test out to see what will happen if you just like max level it for one of the cashiers, just to see. This is kind of interesting. I'm guessing that's the VIP? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to level this one up, just to see how far we can go. So it seems like we do increase the supplies of it. We do increase the supplies of it by doing a level up, and also I guess the enjoyment factor. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting at. But let's see. Oh, okay, we max level it up, so. Oh, it also increases the amount that you receive too, so that's the interesting part. Hey, welcome, Play. Good to see you. So, yeah, apparently, the further you increase the quality, you increase the quantity of the amount that you're selling, and also the, I don't know, the happiness of that specific employee that you have. I guess it's considered like more of a promotion type, if we were to apply it to real life, I suppose. And then I guess for each, it also further increases the level, so that you can then open up more of the stalls. So you can then, I suppose, generate more of these currencies. So, kind of interesting. I mean, let's see what this challenge
An official
does.
Lord of the
Oh,
Rings game has
okay.
arrived. Aragon,
30
Gandalf,
seconds of
Legolas, and even the
ads.
Witch King of
OP.
Angmar are ready to fight in your name. This is not a pay-to-win game. You won't be able to gain an advantage just by spending money. Instead, you'll have
Normally,
to
I don't-
fair and strategic battles.
normally I
where
would
the key to victory
try to
is knowing
avoid
how to
ads
use
as
your
much as I
heroes
can,
and
but
troops. In this game,
it's
Gandalf is a
sometimes
powerful
inevitable
hero who
when you're
leads
switching
cavalry
to
troops.
different
A
modes.
strong mounted charge led by Gandalf can quickly devastate Orc infantry. But if Gandalf encounters Sarku,
Compete with friends all over the world for the highest score. Try your best. Just get. Oh, okay. Why not do this? What's this do? Oh, okay, so you're cracking eggs. Normally, if this was like in real life, you can actually do it with one hand. Just make sure that you don't overly, excessively crack it too much. Otherwise, you're just gonna have eggshells with the egg yolk itself. So just keep that in mind. And normally, you can actually do this in one try. You don't have to like crack it like 3 times on the side of a bowl. So yeah, I guess in this game they recommend like at least 3 times instead of like the one time. And I guess I have to like speed things up apparently. Oh, maybe I have to like strike it harder. No, at first. Oh snap! Wow. Okay, never mind. Let's see. There you go. I wonder if, imagine if they like gave you like a specific type of angle for you to hit at, or you get to like drag the egg, and then you can just like smack it onto like one side of the dish instead of having to like having a stationary position for your egg. Oh. So what's this high score then in this case? Let me just click on cancel. New record? What? Nani? Okay, interesting. So fish a lot to exchange for happy foods. Let's catch fish. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently like for each one over here you have if you collect like all 3 in a row over here, then you get bonus coins. Or if you do it like in a diagonal. Oh my goodness. We go back here. So let's just go ahead and quickly finish this, I suppose. And apparently there's so much work involved when it comes to like going specific areas, I suppose, that they put you in. Like for example, in this case, it's like gathering apples, fertilizing it, and like pruning it, getting rid of all the insects, etc. So it is time consuming. Let's just put it that way. Time consuming if you are. And I guess this can be kind of a relaxing game, so to speak, for those that are interested in like, let's say if you played a highly competitive game and you just want to take a break from it, maybe this is like the best place to go for, so to speak. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it's just like cutting out weeds or so. No. So I guess we're just maintaining the water level, I suppose. And what is this? Tons of great items. Visit the item store. Okay. Test your skills. What? Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Huh. Oh, what's this? Oh, I have to. Oh, pound emoji? Okay. Yeah, apparently all they require like 100 coins, which I don't have at the moment, so. And apparently Mama's Theater, I believe, is watching ads, if I'm not mistaken, so. Let's see, change design. What? Oh. Interesting. What is this? Oh, so this was basically like customization, so to speak, for the background. So that's almost like, if you're talking about like World Warship Blitz and so forth, then basically it's almost like changing of like port sceneries, but instead you're changing the the background of what your game will look like. That's basically what it is. Like, this is a background change. And also, like, I guess the outfit change too? Nope, never mind. It's just the background change. And I suppose you can also change the style of the pan itself, or the appliances, utensils. Huh, interesting. And what else is there? I think that's basically about it, honestly. So yeah, I guess we covered like most of the grounds of like what this game has looked like, or what this game looks like in particular. And I think it was pretty. I learned something new in the process, especially when it comes to cooking certain items or like utilizing certain cutting skills, I suppose. So I hope you all also found this quite helpful in some ways, and also find it kind of intriguing. And of course, this is also an alternative to possibly Farmville, and also Kitchenville is completely gone now, but definitely is like an alternative source or an alternative game in which, of course, if you play like a highly competitive game like FPS, such as like Call of Duty Mobile or something like that, and then end up feeling a burnout, I guess this is sort of a game where you can actually you don't really have to think too much, except for certain stages though. There were certain stages where it did require me to think a lot more, and also it was somewhat pressuring when I saw that timer on the far left corner of the screen. But still, I think it still creates that it at least provides another source which you can play this on mobile instead of having to buy a DS and then play on the DS, play the Cooking Mama NDS sort of game, and which technically you can actually download an NDS emulator and then download the Cooking Mama game, but it's somewhat considered illegal in that matter, or it is considered illegal in that matter. So hence you have this Cooking Mama app instead. It's almost like the Mario Kart app instead of the Mario Kart NDS or Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart Nintendo Switch sort of style. Yeah, and also I hope you all like learn something new when it comes to understanding Easter as well, because I think the other aspect of it in which I actually didn't mention in particular, and was that I think it's more of the theology of how should I put it? Let's see. Resurrection means first, and I think it's like the understanding of the resurrection idea, because apparently from one of the articles that I've read so far, it's basically resurrection means for our salvation, and basically is looking more into what Christ has done in this aspects. So therefore, readings from a bit of Romans 4:25 in this case. So let's just go ahead and dive right into it. Oh, this is actually, interestingly enough, this is actually one of the verses that I read today, actually. So apparently, based on, honestly, it requires us to read the whole chapter and also the chapter before, but this is just only for like a part of the chapter itself, which says on Romans 8:38 or 37, No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. For I'm sure that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor rulers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Christ Jesus our Lord. And there was also this one other verse that came into my mind as I was thinking about Easter as well, was John 3:36, as it states, He that believe on the Son have everlasting life, and he that believe not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him. And I think it's also like the calling of repentance itself, and repentance of the sins, etc. And I hope in some aspects we were able to in some aspects learn somewhat of the history of the Easter itself, and also understand the theology behind it as well too, and also the tutorial of or exploration of the Cooking Mama itself. So thank you everyone for your time, and of course within the following weeks itself I will only be streaming on Fridays itself, and the games will be randomly chosen, I suppose, so to speak. So mainly because there's so many games to also choose from at the same time with less time that is involved. So I want to thank each and every one of my supporters or followers and also subscribers as well for taking time to also be part of the journey that I was in. And hopefully in the future, should that be the case, if I don't stream anymore, then so be it. And I think it was good testing out certain areas, or also like learning how to stream and also learning how to make video clips and etc. too. So, and legit SF. Appreciate it, Mr. Mime. Nevertheless, I guess it's time for conclusion. I want to God bless each and every one of you all, and I wish you all the best in your current circumstances as well. Peace out from Samurai 12.